you guys know what bike this is already because you probably saw the video description and heard me introduce it. But it is the Cycles Wayward. This is my friend Steve's bike. It's not mine. No, I don't plan to buy it from him. But it is a titanium hardtail that is designed in Colorado. Carbondale, Colorado by Cycles, right? And I'll give you the full rundown of everything here on this bike check. But yeah, it's got a lot of things I like. There's a few things I don't really like so far, but I'll share more with you about those in the end of this video. Let me just go through all the specs. So let's start off at the front. Well, I guess first of all, the setting here where we are is the Tatanka Trail in the Prescott National Forest. I found this little tree in between these big granite boulder slabs, and we're definitely in the Ponderosa Pine Forest. This little tree is pretty sweet. It's still alive, still growing, even though it's right between these two rocks. So pretty cool spot. The Tatanka Trail, it goes between these rocks here. It goes along, it goes down some slabs right in here, and it winds down through there. I don't know if you can see that too well back in there. Let's see if we can zoom in without making you seasick. See the trail in there. It goes up and over that shoulder, and it winds down through some more boulders, ends up down in that meadow down there. Sorry, I probably did make you seasick after all that, but it's just an amazing trail here. I highly recommend you hit this trail if you're up here in the Prescott National Forest, and I would recommend going from the east over towards the west, or south to north, I guess is how it might be. Alright, back to the bike. So let's start at the front here. So Steve actually asked me what I thought about the Fox 34 forks. He knew I had the Grip 2 damper on mine, and I told him, you know what, I'd probably go with the 34. And so he got the 34 step cast. It's the Fit 4. It just has the low speed rebound and low speed compression with this I don't know, it used to be called Climb, Trail, and Descend, but now it's called let's see, sorry, Open, Medium, and Firm. I don't know if you can make that out. It's hard to get underneath that stem bag. That's a old Revelate Designs feed bag from what I can tell. So those are good ones. I had a couple of those and got rid of them, but his is still kicking. So the Fox 34 step cast with the Fit 4 damper. His is the factory version, obviously, and I believe this is the 2022 model. And when he was getting this Y Cycles, he knew that he'd want to run it geared in single speed, which is what I do on the Chumba Sendero. And I think it might have Paragon sliding dropouts. I'll talk about that maybe at the end of the video. But it's a little bit fancier than the Chumba Sendero. Obviously, it's titanium. But he was asking about forks. And I said, you know what? The Grip 2 is an amazing fork. But I would probably, if I was going to go with a Fox 34, I'd probably go with the Fit 4 damper, because when you lock this out, it's open, medium, and firm is what it says. And you can go firmer. I wish I could get that in there for you. There you go. This black cap on top adjusts that low speed compression, and that makes it firmer. So even on medium mode, I have this kind of almost all the way to the firmest setting, and it's working out great. I really like its feel. It feels a lot like the Grip 2 damper on the low speed compression side of things. When you tighten that up, it feels, you firm it up, it feels like the firm setting on the Grip 2. I'll do a comparison video actually of this fork versus the fork I've got on the Chumba Sendero, which is that Grip 2 damper, and how those dampers feel different in the 34 to me, because it is a hard choice. It was a hard choice for me, and I'm happy with my choice. However, for single speed stuff, if I was doing cross country, I would go with the Fit 4. I still stand by that, Steve. I haven't changed my mind. It's a great fork. So we got the fork there. He's got the High Roller 2, and that is in 29 by 2.5 wide tread, and it's the 3C Max Terra XO tubeless ready version. And you can see that's the tread pattern, and it's awesome. The High Roller is a classic mountain bike tire, and I like it quite a bit. It doesn't roll as fast as some tires, so for a cross-country rig, it's a little bit overkill, but this is a trail bike, how Steve has it kind of set up. Trail bike, bikepacking bike, kind of do everything bike. And his wheels that he has, speaking of trail bikes, they are the Trail 270 rims, so 27 millimeters wide from what I remember. I think that's why they say something here. Yeah, 27.0 millimeters, and a 29er. And these have the Industry 9 Hydra hubs, and they have their factory aluminum spokes, which are cool. We were talking about those the other day. These use just a regular spoke wrench, but they tie into the hubs there. They thread in, so that's pretty cool. I decided not to go with those for my build. I didn't like the proprietary spokes, but after thinking about it some more, those are really great wheels, and I don't know, I'm still on the fence of whether I would go with those again or not. Those being non-proprietary spokes. Regular spokes I could pick up at the shop. So let's move on to the cockpit here. So Steve has these Ergon grips, and they are the GS1 model. And those, I've had them before, and I've liked them in the past for endurance stuff, but I'm not a fan of them. I love my ESI grips, and I'm not such a fan of these anymore. Alright, so these are the XT 4-piston brakes, as you can see right there, and I love them. He's also got, I guess these are TRP rotors. I wasn't aware of that. So TRP rotors. I'm not sure why he's not running the Shimano rotors, but maybe he knows something I don't. And let's see, he's got The race face turbine stem. Not a super fan of that. I'd rather have the Industry 9 stem. Steve has that on his other bike, so I prefer that. It's just made in Asheville, North Carolina, and I like it a lot. This next race face next R bar is nice. It's a carbon bar. No complaints there. I would go with that again. He's got a Cane Creek headset in there, and he's got titanium spacers, which is sweet. So take a look at that cockpit setup. I need to get him a top cap where he can a spacer. What's that called? Bingo components, I believe. We reviewed that. I'll try to put that up in the corner here if you want to link to that video. You can go check that out, but it allows this Velcro strap to run through a hole in the top cap spacer, so that you don't have to run it around your small stem like that. So I should get Steve one of those. He's also got this Timber MTB bell on there. And Steve and I are huge fans of the Timber bell. That's not mine, that's his. And he runs it out front like that. He usually runs it kind of like that. But anyway, I don't. Steve runs it the wrong way. I run it the right way. We always have a discussion about that and laugh about it together. This is the Revelate Designs Tangle bag that he's got on here, and I was actually carrying this camera that I'm holding right now back in here, and there's plenty of room. He's actually got a spare tube in there as well, which is cool. So as you can see, he's got his both his shifter cable and his brake hose running through the frame. I'm not sure if I like that or not, but let's see, the last thing on his handlebars here, oh no, two more things. He's got XTR 12-speed shifter, and I love that. And he's got a wolf tooth remote light action dropper post lever. And I love that too, made in the USA. Good choice, Steve. Let's see, moving down the frame, he's got I think that's a FSA SLK water bottle cage, and I've got the Zeffel Magnum. That's a 1 liter 32 ounce water bottle in there, and it fits just fine. You can see that he has it on the bottom two out of the 3 mounts, or 3 brazons that are there to hold the water bottle. There's also another water bottle mount here, 2 bolts there. So you could fit another water bottle, but only if you moved this one up to the top 2. If you can see that, there's not enough room here to fit another water bottle. So that's cool. You can see where his dropper shifter housing comes through there and goes up into the seat post. And I might as well talk about the dropper post. It's a Fox transfer, which I would normally say I like them, but this is the second Fox transfer I've seen that's not going all the way up, or the second one I've used. The other one was on the Chumba Stella tie, which is a great bike to check out if you're interested in this one. Link will be up in the right corner as well. But I don't know what's up with it. I told Steve I might try to add a little bit of air to it, and he said, don't bother. But I might just check it out, see if I can get to work. This is the Ergon SM SM Comp men's saddle, and I like it a whole lot. I've actually got a saddle sore right now, which is probably TMI, but I can sit on this thing comfortably and have the part with the saddle sore off the saddle. So I'm currently running a WTB Volt chromoly gel saddle, and I like it a lot, but it's worn out. So I don't know, I might have to try one of those. Down here he's got this Salsa Anything cage, and it's mounted on the 3 mounts down here, which is cool. He's got his Prescott Mountain Bike Alliance sticker. The 10-year anniversary was this past year, and you can see there's a Wayward laser etching on here too. And then there's the serial number, and it's a threaded bottom bracket. Good job, Wise Cycles. I'll try to talk about the geometry a little bit at the end of this video. I didn't check it before I came out here, but these Dior XT cranks, I've already hit them really hard, and as you can see, Steve has many times as well. Those boots are pretty ratty now, so I'm thinking it's pretty low bottom bracket. So it's got this port like I talked about, 2 ports, and then it comes up to the Fox transfer dropper post. He's got a Hope quick release seat post clamp, and that's nice. I like it. It was easy for me to adjust it. And then the brake hose, I think it comes out, yeah, comes out here, and then it goes down, and then it goes back in, and then comes out. They got some nice laser etching here too, some mountains on there on the seat stay. And it comes out down here and goes to the 4-piston caliper again. It's got Maxwell there, and like I said, I think those are Paragon dropouts or similar. Doesn't look like Paragon. That hardware is a little different, so it's probably just a similar style. I love those dropouts. And then he's got this tubeless rack on the back, which he's definitely got it all rigged out for bike packing, which is awesome. I love it. But come back over here, kind of finish up the tour here. So that is the tubeless. I don't know. There's a model number, I guess. Can you see that? Will it focus? Hang on. Let's see if we can get it to focus. There we go. So anyway, I think that's the number on it. But it's a good looking rack. He's got a 32 tooth on the cranks. I didn't mention that yet, I guess. And it's a Shimano chain ring. And he's got this Shimano 12-speed chain. It is the M9100, so I think that's the XTR chain. And then he's got XT 12-speed derailleur, which is great. I love it. And the XT 10 to 51 tooth 12-speed cassette. So all that's great. This is a dissector, 29 by 2.4 wide tread. And I think that's what it's called, wide trail. I forget what it's called. I just forgot. I said it for the front one. Go back and look at what that said. 3C Max Terra XO tubeless ready. So similar, exact same compounds and everything as the front tire, but 2.4 front high roller too is a 2.5 again. Also the shifter housing comes out here, and it looks like you can put a belt drive on this thing. Can you see? That's clean. That looks very clean. You can barely even tell. But you can see the bolts on the other side. See those bolts? That's cool. So you can pop a belt drive through there if you want to run a belt drive single speed or a roll off hub or something like that. One thing I noticed that I didn't like the look of so much. I love all these laser etchings and stuff. I don't like this brake hose going through the frame, and the reason is because you have to bleed it out every time that you want to change anything, which, to be honest, you won't change it all that often. So maybe it's a very minor gripe. But the one thing I thought was a little bit odd, and maybe I'm missing something, but that big bulbous piece of titanium for the through axle just looks a little bit weird to me. I don't know. Does that look weird to anybody else, or does that look like they expected this piece here? Just looks like it's sticking out a little bit more than I would like on the dropout. I'll have to go and look at what the Chumba one looks like again, but that's Steve's Why Cycles Wayward. I think it's an awesome bike. I have to ride it a little bit more. I'll let you know when I kind of give information about the geometry and do the outro to this. But so far I'm a real fan with how Steve has it set up. Really, aside from the grips and the Fox transfer post, that might just be a pressure issue. Aside from that, everything's pretty good. Maybe a USA made stem would be nice on there. But otherwise, aside from those grips being changed out for ESIs, which would be super easy, I think he's got this thing set up just right. I could bike pack for weeks on this thing. And the titanium has felt so far pretty smooth, not too harsh and not too noodly. So that's the Y Cycles Wayward. It's a great bike. It would be awesome for bike packing, but great for general use as well. Thanks for watching.